In the video, I'm going to show the difference in how to manipulate the process data in case you have a phased out MPS-G. So I've got two different ones here. This is the older variant, what you see here, which is 1108681 on here. And this is the new one, or the replacement. And the problem with this is that the process data is laid out differently. For the older one, we're going to get 4 bytes of data. Byte 0 and byte 1 will be its position with a 16-bit integer. Byte 2 and byte 3 will be QINT 1 through 16. So we get 4 bytes of data, but when we go to the new one, so this is a replacement for it, which is 1127848. We still get 4 bytes of data, and byte 0 and byte 1 are still the measured value with a 16-bit integer. Byte 2 is a scale, and we only get QINT 1 through 8. And you can see here that on the older one, QINT 1 starts at bit 0, and on the newer one, QINT 1 starts at bit 7. So what we got to do is, to be able to have a direct replacement, we need to swap those two if we're going to put it in window mode or something like that. So I'll go ahead and I've connected to this one via Sopus. So we'll just search Sopus and then find it. I've already got the window mode set up on it, but I want to kind of walk through what it's going to look like changing everything. So now it's connected, I'll go ahead and just hook up to it and we'll get a little bit of data out of it. So you see I actually am getting positional data out of the cylinder, and you can see QINT 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's move it. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and let's see if we can get 4. 4. So if I come to enhanced sensing, I've manually put these in Windows. So I just did 4 QINTs. So what we'll do is I'll get those 4 positions from the original sensor, and I'll just use snipping tool and snip those out. So again, you see Q1, 2, 3, 4, all of them are working. So we'll go offline with Sopus. And I've written a little bit of a PLC program here, not a whole lot of logic, but just enough to verify that it is operating the way I say it is. So in the PLC, all I did was bring in that distance value, or 2 bytes of data, as a signed or unsigned integer. Then I brought in just a byte for QINT 1 through 18. So you see here, if I start to move it through there, same thing, I'm getting all of my different bits, and even all the way through to an HMI program. I'm getting the position of the cylinder, and I'm getting my QINT 1 through 4. Now you can look at the data here, and all that looks good. So what we'll do now is connect to the newer one, which is this one, and we'll look at the data coming out of it. So now I've connected up to it. You can see I'm still getting positional data, but not on the QINTs, because it's factory settings in it. So we'll go ahead and connect it to Sopus and set this one up the same way as the other one. So now we'll come to enhanced sensing, and we'll set up all the QINTs just like we had here with the exact same values. So what I'll do is I'll come here, I'll put it in window mode, and I'll set the first one at -25, at -20, and -25. scroll down. I'll put 2 in window mode as well, and it's -15 and -10. And the third one is 0 and 10. And then the fourth one will be 15 and 20. So now if those are set, I can hook it back up to my PLC. Now you can see that instead of doing 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'm doing 5, 6, 7, and 8 because the way the process data is laid out. So if I wanted the exact same values out of it, then all I would do was come here, unhook it from the PLC, hook it back up to the sensor, go to enhanced sensing or connection options, and then what we're going to do is swap all of these. Just rearrange the bit order. Now instead of it being 1 through 8, it's 8 through 1. I'll unhook it from SOPIS and hook it back up to my PLC. And now we can see we're using Q1, 2, 3, and 4, just like the older variant. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope this helps.